When you're in school, like you always hear about Washington, D.C., and you kind of get a picture of it in your head, but then you actually get there and it's nothing like what you had expected before.
I expected to see a few monuments. I didn't know I would be seeing all the monuments and going and seeing a play and meeting all these people.
I knew it was a really cool opportunity, and just to be able to actually see the places that you see on postcards was pretty awesome.
The Washington, D.C. National Rural Electric Youth Tour, sponsored by West Florida Electric Cooperative, the Florida Electric Cooperatives Association, and the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, is part of a grassroots program to educate high school juniors and seniors on the electric cooperative program and the cooperative ideas for which it stands. Around 30 students from Florida traveled to Washington, D.C. for the week-long tour, joining about 1,600 students from 43 states across the nation. The tour is jam-packed with fun-filled activities and visits to America's most popular and historic places.
It was very fast-paced and there was a lot of walking. I think one day we walked about 13 miles.
Oh yeah, we did. Definitely bring a pair of tennis shoes.
Stops along the way include the U.S. Capitol, the Korean and Vietnam Memorials, Arlington Cemetery, the Lincoln Memorial, and the Smithsonian, among countless other museums and areas of interest.
My favorite day was the day we went to the Lincoln Memorial because I got to look over that big pool and stuff. That was pretty cool.
You look out, you see the Washington Monument when you're up there by President Lincoln and just how big it is, and you can pretty much see everything from there.
A special event during the tour is the Rural Electric Youth Day, where students hear from prominent speakers and take part in a town hall meeting. Perhaps the most significant part of the tour is the students' opportunity to meet with their U.S. senators and representatives. The future leaders of tomorrow had the chance to chat with our leaders of today. Although the youth tour experience is filled with fun activities, the overall purpose of the program is to increase students' understanding of the value of rural electrification, become more familiar with the historical and political environment of the nation's capital through visits to monuments, government buildings, and cooperative organizations, and visit elected officials in order to increase students' knowledge of how the federal government works.
Youth Tour is an amazing opportunity to learn about leadership and also to learn about our country and basically how the government works in our country.
The Washington Youth Tour is a terrific experience. Only a lucky few take the trip each year, and those that do said they wouldn't miss it for the world.
It really opened my eyes on just how broad of a world we live in.
Whenever you see the monuments in pictures, it's nothing like in real life. It's absolutely breathtaking in real life.
The Washington, D.C. Youth Tour, a memory that lasts a lifetime.
I met a lot of new friends. We had a great time hanging out with each other.
The thing I remember most is the people. I was so scared to go, but I enjoyed being with all the people, so it was a lot of fun.
All of the students who participate in the local competitions are invited to travel to Tallahassee, where they join more than 100 other high school juniors representing electric cooperatives all over the state of Florida.
Just the Tallahassee trip in itself was great. We got to do so many things and meet so many people there.
There, these students have the opportunity to take part in several different activities, such as participating in a mock legislative session, visiting the Challenger Learning Center, witnessing Supreme Court cases, or participating in a mock trial, and a trip to the fun station.
We actually got to sit in the representative seats and vote.
We got into a debate over whether chocolate milk should be the state beverage rather than orange juice.
In addition to traveling with the group to Tallahassee on the statewide youth tour, 2 lucky participants will win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. 4 youth tour participants, 1 from each county, will be gifted with a scholarship to Chipola College to be used after their graduation from high school.
It's going to pay for my nursing school, so that's going to be great because I can go way longer to school than what I had planned to do before.
That is going to allow me to start my first 2 years of business before I move to Las Vegas and pursue my MBA.
Finalists for the scholarships and trip to Washington, D.C. will be chosen based on a 10-minute interview with 3 independent judges after the statewide youth tour trip to Tallahassee. Scholarships will be awarded to the highest scoring student from each county during the youth tour interview process. These interview scores are based on the following: communication skills, personality, knowledge of subject, poise and appearance, and community service.
It's definitely a blessing. You get $4,000 for books, really whatever you need. They just send it in and you can use it for whatever.
It's taken stress out of my life. I don't have to worry about paying for class. I can really go to school, I can study, and I can just pursue my goals in life and my career that I want to have.
As you can see, this is a great opportunity and a great experience.
I didn't know there were so many things that are happening in the Capitol that I may want to be a part of one day.
I felt like it would be an opportunity to meet new people, travel to new places, and really see kind of what holds our country together.
The purpose of the Florida Youth Tour and the National Rural Electric Youth Tour is simple. Students develop a greater understanding about their electric cooperative and its leadership role in their community.
I learned that there was a lot more to it than I thought. It was more than just we get power from them.
They're owned by their customers. They're not in it for the profit. They really care about what their customers think, and they value their customers' opinion.
And it's more of a partnership than it is an owner-customer type thing.
The event also allows delegates to make new friends from across the state, friends that share their pride in their local communities.
I learned that people of all walks of life can come together and still have a good time.
This is a unique opportunity to educate you, the leaders of tomorrow, about electric cooperative ideas and the workings of state government.
I would pick it over anything else I've ever done. It was amazing.
I would love to go back.
Definitely do it.
Without a doubt, you should totally do it. It's such a fun experience.
It is an experience that is worthwhile, and you should definitely take advantage of it.
Become a part of the experience. Participate in the Florida Youth Tour program.
If I could go back to the youth tour right now, I would hop in a time machine. It was the best experience I've had in my life.